Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this week's Sketch Sunday with Crystal from Pineapple Papers, of course, and our lovely friend Amber over on Instagram, and myself. And this week's sketch was chosen by Amber. She sent us a few, so the next couple of weeks actually will be sketches that Amber found for us, and they are fun. Today's is a page maps sketch, and you already know how much I love page maps. And this, well, now this layout is a little bit eclectic. It's a layout that's going to go into my generic Christmas album, and it's from about the mid 90s, mid to 3/4 of the 90s. I'm not exactly sure of the year. My mom and Livy playing cards, and that's just a little bit of a tradition. And I did do, well, it was a little bit of a tradition, and I have a companion page to this as well. So this one is just simply titled Love This, because my mom love it. It's quite fun. I am not a card player at all. I like to play cribbage. I like to play cribbage. My ex-husband introduced me to it while we were dating, and we used to play quite a bit. And I do enjoy playing cribbage, but that's about the only card game I play. Whereas my mom loves cards, always has. At the residence she joined for many years, she played in the various groups from all sorts of different whists and rummy 500s and all sorts of cards, and she's playing Skip Bo here. So that was a fun layout, and this would have been on one of the family friend game days, more than likely. So I went in and did another one of my starting points, and yet again, these are some very, very old paper. This is My Mind's Eye Blackbird, and I think this was back from 2011. This is a Scraptastic. This came in a Scraptastic kit, and I liked those two together mainly because it picked up on this lovely sort of very soft, golden, buttery, matte buttery yellow. Does that even make sense? But that's what it is in my head. And then this lovely sort of deep, rusty orange, which is the fine line that is in this paper. Then, of course, when I put the two together, because as you can see in the sketch, it's not quite a half and half, and it's not quite a 1/3, 2/3, which is kind of different. It's sort of somewhere in between. It has a very, very narrow band in the sketch. I wanted something a little bit wider because I felt I needed more contrast and a little bit of a pop. So I used one of these papers. It's just a 1-inch strip that I put across. Then I basically just went into some scraps of papers that you have seen. Sassafras, here where I used on a couple of layouts, I used the border. This was sort of on one side was a series of border strips. So I used a couple of the border strips, and this is the ledger paper on the other side. This was a little bit of a scrap left over from the layout that I did scraplifting Dorothy, and then when we were celebrating our friend Rebecca. This is the same paper as you have here, and this I went into my stash and I got this, and this I believe is from the same collection, and I think it's my friend Sheila that let me know. I had used a paper with florals and limes and pinks from what I believe is the same collection, and I have no idea where I got this from, but Sheila told me it was a paperback from Costco. I don't have a Costco card, so I'm thinking one of my lovely in real life scrappy friends, and I think it may have been Francine. Francine, est-ce que c'est toi qui m'as donné? I think might have given me this lovely paper. I have another one of these, and I have another one of that lovely floral. So I got those down, and I felt I was sort of going a little bit with the vintage. I know some of you call the 90s vintage. It's so not vintage for me. I was born in the 50s, people. But anyway, it sort of has that 90s feel, mood and feel, I guess, is what I would say. So I got all of these pieces down. I wanted, again, a brighter pop of that orange together with the yellow to bridge that, the two yellows that were there, and give even a different tone. And so I made my little banner piece here wider. I had this half piece of doily that was just on my desk, so I popped it in there for the circular element. Punched out, this is a 2.5 inch scallop circle punch to bring this lovely aqua paper up here. Put this love that I had actually put originally on the layout that I did Scraplifting Rebecca, and then I changed it out. So here it is. Simple Stories, the lovely phone letters, and 2 of the gorgeous Dottie About Flairalicious pieces in this lovely golden yellow, and then in the beautiful, is it dusty orange coral? It's just a beautiful, beautiful color. That's one of my favorite colors, you know, for sure. And I'm pretty sure that's why Adam added some of those to my lovely Happy Mail. And then I just put this kit together down here. I'll do a little bit of journaling about that tradition that we had, and round it all out with just a few little sequins to bring out a little bit of the aqua. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. And repeat a bit of the lovely golden yellow and rusty peachy orange. So there you go, my friends. That's me for this week. I'm really not sure about this one. I think it captures the mood and feel of the time, but it's definitely from a color and pattern point of view, maybe not the kind of thing that I would go for today, but I love it. It's going in my generic album, and it will tell the story it is meant to tell. Please make sure you pop on down below and follow the link over to Crystal here on YouTube and our friend Amber over on Instagram. And we'll be back next week with another Sketch Sunday. Thanks for being here. Happy scrappy week, my friends. Stay safe, and bye for now.